Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our Wednesday webinar series covering the various hotels of the Maldives. And today we're going to be covering Huvafen Fushi, Maldives, which is a very, very iconic name and yeah, one of the main pioneering resorts of the destination. And it's just reopened, so we're going to hear all about all the renovations that went on and the changes and updates that have happened. So we've got Shamaan joining us, who's the Assistant Director of Sales at Universal. And yeah, before we start, just letting everyone know, please do feel free to ask questions throughout or even towards the end, and I'll ask them to Shamaan. And if you're having any problems hearing or seeing the presentation throughout, then just write that in the box as well, and we can sort that out. But yeah, I will now hand over to you, Shamaan, to do a presentation on Huvafen.
I thank you, Olivia. I think she just gave a very good introduction of the resort and a brief about the company as well. So that's good. My name is Shamaan. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining in. I'll just quickly switch off my camera and go on to the presentation. Okay, like Olivia mentioned, Huvafen Fushi is a name that's synonymous to luxury when it comes to the, when it comes to Maldives. It's a century of wonders. So Huvafen Fushi is in North Malay Atoll, just 30 minutes from the airport. It's an icon and a real trendsetter in the 5-star deluxe luxury resorts of Maldives. It was the pioneering resort for so many things, like it was the first to introduce butler service, all the rooms having pools, an underground wine cellar, underwater spa, which still happens to be the first and only underwater spa in the world. And this year, very excitingly, we actually closed the resort in mid-May, and we just reopened in 21st of October after a full renovation. It was always very well maintained and nicely, kept, but being a true icon in the luxury segment, we felt that it really needed an uplift. So this is why everything has been redone from top to bottom. And a full renovation has been done. So we've actually had a couple of repeater guests and some of the partners staying with us as well after we reopened, just after we reopened, because it was just a few weeks ago. Everybody's loved it so far. We've introduced a couple of new experiences as well. I'll just take you through. For anybody who's actually interested, we do have a different presentation which shows the old and the new, sort of, so that you can contrast between how it was and what has been done to change it. So please do let me know if anybody wants to see it. I can just send it through. I'll just share it with Olivia as well so that she can pass it on to everyone. Yeah, so I'll just start on. So it's located in North Malay Atoll, just 30 minutes by a luxury speedboat from the airport. Direct transfers throughout the day and night. And one of the best things is that there's literally nothing around it. So it's like uninterrupted view of the Indian Ocean all around. A beautiful house reef that you can see on the left-hand side, where you can swim and you'll find all kinds of marine creatures around. I did one myself in like late November in 2019. It was amazing. So moving on to the features, so we basically have we used to have 44 rooms. So after the renovation, we'll have a total of 46 rooms on the island. Those include all 1-bedrooms, 4 units of overwater 2-bedrooms, a beach accommodation of 2-bedroom, and a 3-bedroom beach accommodation as well. So all in all, it has 4 restaurants, a main bar, and a underground wine cellar, and of course 24 room service, dedicated butler service, and the infinity pool, and it has actually private plunge pools in all the rooms. And in addition to the world's first and only underwater spa, if my fact is correct, actually, I think we are the only resort that actually has 2 pools in all the 1-bedroom units on the beach. I'll show you that in a little bit. And we've raw fishing is actually a new experience that we've introduced as well, which I'll show you in the coming slides. And of course, we have the weddings, engagements, and honeymoon specials. So we have 12 lagoon bungalows with pool of 130 square meters, 16 units of deluxe beach bungalows with pool. So the first category, 12 units of lagoon bungalows with pool, is all over water, facing the lagoon side. So those are the ones that you see on the right-hand side here on the jetty. And then you have all the beach accommodations now upgraded to deluxe beach bungalows. And then we have the ocean bungalows with pool. Those are on the facing the ocean side of the island. And then the 2-bedroom beach house that I mentioned, and 4 units of ocean pavilions. These are 2-bedroom overwater accommodations. We used to have 2. We are adding 2 more, so the total 4 units. And then the 2 existing 2-bedroom beach pavilion, we're converting that into 3-bedroom by adding an additional bedroom there. So the concept is very laid-back luxury with a distinct Maldivian influence. It's a small private island with an intimate setting. And all the bungalows actually has a maximum occupancy of 3 persons. So it can be 2 adults and 1 child, or up to 3 adults. And of course, the 2 bedrooms can accommodate up to 6. And there's actually no restrictions on the children's ages. So we welcome families with children of all ages. So reimagined living spaces. This is actually to touch base a little bit on the sort of like the changes that we have made. So this is how the new rooms look like. On the right hand side, the luggage storage space that you see here is a new addition. And on the left hand side, we've actually extended the wall here and added day bed here. And on the entrance as well, we've actually added an arrival pavilion, sort of to give the feel of an arrival. And as you can see, we've actually lightened the tone of the whole villa, and aesthetically, it looks more lighter, more inviting, and also gives a feel of sustainability as well. And now here's the second pool actually that is accessible from the bathroom. Previously, we used to have an open bathroom, which has actually been covered now with glass all around and air conditioned as well. And we've actually built bigger pools. We've removed the pools on the existing deluxe beach bungalows and built a larger one in the front. So there's one in the front and one accessible through the bathroom. So here's the pool, an extended deck here, which lead, and the stairs from the deck that leads to the to your sunbed and onto the beach. So here's the luggage area that I mentioned on the side, and then the arrival pavilion that you see down below. And the ocean bungalow with pool, this is actually the higher version of the 1-bedroom overwater accommodation. We've got 12 of these on the island. It's got it's a total of 160 square meters. The room features a large living area, a lounging space if you wish. So we've actually decluttered the space, and you can see the same design and the materials used here as well, and on the bathroom as well, with the beautiful view of the Indian Ocean here. And this is how it will look like from the outside. So this room also has a maximum of 3 persons occupancy. And as I highlighted, this is the living area on one side of the island, on one side of the villa. And then you've got the bathroom on the other side, with the um, bedroom in the middle. So here you can see it from the floor plan. I've actually had the pleasure of staying in one of these recently. I mean, on my last trip. And then if you actually, in the middle of the night, when you switch off all the lights and when you're here on the deck, on your sunbeds, it's amazing. There's nothing in sight, and you can see the beautiful sky with all the beautiful stars. And we don't actually have a picture of this unit as of yet. This used to be a 1-bedroom unit, which we are converting into a 2-bedroom. It's a total of 800 square meters. So we have a dining room in there, and 2 bedrooms with a large pool in the front and your direct access to the beach. This picture actually showcases the kind of private, intimate setting that you actually get from a small, island in the Maldives. Like Huvafen Fushi really can be summed into this one picture. It's green, it's lush, it's private, and it's intimate, it's small. So yeah, so we will have more pictures coming soon, and we will share it with the partners as soon as we have them. And moving on to the larger rooms, we have the 2-bedroom ocean pavilion with pool. We have actually 4 of these on the island. I'll just quickly show the pictures. I'll move on to the floor plans where I can give you a little bit more information that way. So basically it has a master bedroom with a king bed, and then you have the twin beds in the 2nd bedroom. So it's perfect for families or even friends traveling together. Shade of the bathroom. Okay, now I'll explain a little bit more here. So on the left hand side, you see the existing ones, the 2 units that we already had in place, where the pool actually extends from the living area onto your deck, and you've got 1 bedroom on the side. That's the master bedroom with a king bed. It's actually slightly larger than king beds. All the beds we have in Huvafen Fushi are 7 by 7. And then we have the twin setup for the 2nd room on the left hand side here. So the pool that is indoor and outdoor, it's actually covered by a glass. And then these are the new units that you see on the right hand side. We're building 2 of these on the island, and you can see that the pool is now completely outside on the deck, but it's a bigger pool covering the space that you saw in one of the renders on top. So these rooms again will have the same setup for the beddings. And this is the existing 2-bedroom beach pavilion. We're converting that into a 3-bedroom by building an additional bedroom here. I don't actually have a picture of this unit as well as of yet, but to give you an idea, it will have 2 bedrooms on each side and a master bedroom on the top, with a dining and living space downstairs. In terms of dining, we have the main bar that's on the beach. That's the little area where you see the extended deck over here next to the pool. And then you have Celsius on the left hand side, the structure here shaped like a dhoni, a traditional Maldivian vessel. This is the main restaurant of the resort. Selection of international flavors available for breakfast or dinner. So basically we will have 3 meal plans that we provide at Huvafen Fushi. The contract rates, the room rates are inclusive of daily breakfast. And then additionally, we have half board, that's breakfast and dinner, or we have full board, that is all 3 meals breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So for guests who are booked on half board or full board, the meals are actually included in the main restaurant, and if they wish to dine from any of the other a la carte outlets, they will be provided $65 credit per person per night. And this is for Gulianis. This is the one right in between the Celsius, the structure here, and the main bar. So this is how it looks like. So it provides contemporary Mediterranean cuisine on a beach setting. So you get your pizzas from here as well, as you can see in the picture. And here you've actually got two outlets, two more a la carte outlets. One is raw, that is on the, I would say, below you see raw. That's the, it serves innovative, fresh, organic, and wholesome food. And then you've got Salt, the signature restaurant, Japanese dining with a Latin influence. So this is the shot of Venom. That is the this is the underground wine cellar set 8 meters underground. We've got about 650 labels and 5,000 plus bottles in here. A lot of vintage bottles, ranging from anywhere between 500 to 15,000. So we've got really, really rare bottles here in here as well. And this is also where we actually do wine and cheese tasting dinners as well. And moving on to some of the private dining experiences. Of course, as I highlighted, we have the world's first and only underwater spa here on Huvafen Fushi, and we arrange private dinners 9 meters below the ocean in a beautiful setting here. And when I move on to the spa shot, I'll also explain a little bit more about some of the other experiences that we actually utilize the underwater spa for, and also the sand carved or dig-in dinners. And in terms of well-being, we actually do have treatment rooms above water, and we provide yoga classes, and we have the iconic underwater spa 8 meters below the surface. So this is where we actually do the private dining experience. Additionally, we also have a spa aquarium experience, which you will find on the website. I haven't actually included it on the presentation here, but basically at sunset, it's a beautiful experience where like the marine biologists will take you into the underwater spa around sunset time. They'll use special goggles and ultraviolet lights to see the vibrant colors of these beautifully grown corals, how the night life looks like underwater without getting wet. So it's a beautiful experience, and you imagine yourself, looking through the ocean with a glass of champagne in hand and canopies. So it's a nice experience to have. In terms of experience, this is we've of course got the usual water sports, diving, snorkeling, and additionally we are introducing kayak fishing. It's a nice experience where you will be taken in a jet ski. You'll be sitting there. You'll be fishing on your own. Of course, there'll be some of the team members on standby to help you out if you need anything. But the idea is that you spend your day fishing, and then after you catch, you go back and you basically enjoy your catch of the day. So this is something brand new. As far as we know, there's no other resort in the Maldives that's providing this experience as of yet. And additionally, I also wanted to highlight that in Venom, in the um, underground cellar, we're also planning to introduce some new experiences, which we will explain to you a little bit later. And Yeah, that's a little bit about Huvafen Fushi. So basically, the idea from the renovation is to bring it back to its former glory. We've got an amazing team who looks after the guests so well. Our butlers are loved by the guests, really experienced guys who are very intuitive and with a can-do attitude who loves to take really good care of guests with personalized service. So we're really hoping for your support in promoting, recommending, and selling our beautiful resort. If you have any questions, please do let me know.
Great, thank you so much, Shamaan. Yeah, I think probably everyone can agree that it just looks so beautiful and yeah, very sort of classic, sophisticated renovations. So it's really exciting, and yeah, can't wait to hopefully visit it at some point soon. Someone has asked a question about the coral reef. So they said they thought the renovation was really beautiful, and they visited Huvafen a long time ago, where it was totally different, and they wanted to see if the coral reef has been preserved, like similar to how it was, I guess, back then. I mean, it looks quite healthy in all the photos, but do you think it's yeah, managed to be preserved even throughout the renovations quite well?
Absolutely. The renovation actually was very short one, to be very honest, because it was from like we closed in mid-May and we opened up in late October. So the coral reefs are really very healthy and nice. I've actually had somebody staying in there just last week, and I've received amazing comments about the coral reefs around the island just this week. So I'm very confident about that.
Great, really good to hear. And yeah, we've got another question, which is which rooms are facing west/east? If you know that.
Okay, just a second. So yeah, you've got your ocean bungalows here, number 2. I don't know if you can actually see my cursor here. Can you?
Yeah, we can see.
You can, yeah. So these
Mhm.
are the ocean bungalows with pool. So this would be the west side, and this will be the east side. So you've got the 2-bedroom ocean pavilion starting from here. This will be the west side again, and then onto the lagoons here, and then your deluxe beach bungalows actually would be somewhere here. These rooms around here.
Yeah.
So you've got actually them on both sides of the island, to be honest, north and south. And then the ones on the east, actually, some of these rooms will be sort of like situated. I wouldn't say directly on the eastern side, but then it's like on tip of the island, like here you can see. So this will
Okay,
be your
great.
east side, yeah.
Yeah.
So most of them are facing either north or south here.
Okay, perfect. And yeah, someone's asked about whether we can share the new images. So yeah, we've already spoken about that before, haven't we, Shamaan? So once you've
Yes,
got those, if we can have them, that'd be great, and then we can share them in
absolutely.
the follow-up newsletter.
I will actually answer that as well, Liv, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
We actually, as of now, we have just the deluxe beach bungalows, the images of those, because unfortunately, some of these days weather has not been on our side as well, so we haven't actually managed to get the real pictures for a lot of rooms. But we are continuing with the photo shoot as and when we can. So we will be releasing more of them soon, and Hummingbird will definitely be among the first to see them. So yeah, we'll update you with those.
Amazing, thank you. And yeah, we've got one more question,
Sure.
which is, are all the villas fully renovated, and is the resort officially open and operating as of now?
Absolutely. So the answer to first question is 100% yes. We are actually renovating all of the resort. There are actually more details which I can provide on a later time of what exactly we have changed as well. And regarding the question of the operations, the resort is fully operational, but as we have mentioned a couple of times to during conversations with the Hummingbird team as well, due to some furnishing delays, some of the overwater categories actually we are not able to utilize as of yet. But they are done as well. It's just a setup that needs to be done. And we are hoping they will be open in the next couple of weeks, basically.
Okay, perfect. Great. So yeah, so fully operational as a resort. And if you have any bookings or inquiries, then definitely do send them our way. And yeah, really, really exciting. Just can't wait to start selling it much more. And yeah, so great to see all the amazing updates and renovations. Oh, sorry, someone's asked one more question right at the end.
Sure.
Best time to go there? I don't know if you mean like the Maldives in general or to this hotel, but Maldives is like, we always sell as like a year-round destination. Middle of the year months can sometimes have a little bit more rain than other times, but in general we find, especially in the last few years, it's been pretty, yeah, pretty much the same kind of consistently throughout the year. And yeah, it can rain, but then most of the time it's beautiful sunshine. So
Absolutely.
yeah, do you
And
agree as well,
we're blessed
Shamaan?
with good temperature. So, and also it doesn't rain all day every day. So you can have isolated rain showers, but it can still be a beautiful day in a couple of hours, basically.
Yes, exactly. And someone's asked about the best time to go to this hotel. I mean, I think it's hard. Basically, the Maldives is kind of like the same sort of seasonally throughout
I think maybe
all
if you
places.
meant in terms of a fan trip, maybe like for a personal visit or an agency visit or something like that. Um, um, that would also be a good question, actually, by the way.
Yeah.
Actually, we would be happy to welcome usually from, I would say, sort of mid-April, right after Easter. Give it a week, a week or two after Easter, it usually starts to get a bit slow down. The only reason why we avoid some of the high season months is because the resort can be really, really busy, and we wouldn't actually have a lot of accommodation to showcase as well, and the facilities are being used by in-house guests so much that it, we really would want to provide the best experience for partners. So we would normally invite somewhere around like mid-April until sort of like end of September. That would be a good time to visit if you're looking for a special rate as a travel agent or a fam trip.
Great, amazing. Thanks, Shamaan. So yeah, I think that's all the questions that we've got. And if you had anything else that you thought of afterwards, then definitely send me an email and I can ask Shamaan or I can come back to you myself if I know the answer. And look out for our follow-up newsletter that will have the recording. So if you have a colleague that didn't manage to join today, you can share the recording to them. And once we get all the new updated images from the property, we'll be sure to share those as well. So yeah, thank you so much again for joining us today, Shamaan, and talking us through the beautiful Huvafen. And have a good rest of your day, everybody, and we'll hopefully speak to you soon.
Pleasure. Thank you everyone for joining. And as I mentioned, we will share pictures and videos and more content with Hummingbird as soon as we have them ready. So watch out this space, and yeah, you're always welcome to ask questions or reach out if you have any doubts or need any help.
Great. Thanks so much, Shamaan. Thanks,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye everyone. Bye for now.